Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing my predictions for ESL 1 New York. This tournament's going to be previewing today. I think the first game is at like 11 my time or something. I don't know. But okay, so I'm just going to be doing my predictions for the whole tournament. And like basically what teams I think are gonna win, what teams I think are gonna do well, what teams aren't gonna be doing well, that basic stuff. First off, let me list the 8 teams that are gonna be participating. We have Astralis, SK, Virtus Pro, Navi, Liquid, Fnatic, G2, and Optic. So basically the way this tournament is formatted, it's like a Swiss system, I think it's called. It's like, there's like 5 rounds, and it's like a round robin type thing, where if you win, okay, so you get out of groups, or whatever, if you get 3 wins, right, and you keep playing, and you get knocked out until you have 3 losses. So you keep playing until each team either gets 3 wins, or 3 losses, right? If you get 3 losses, you're out. 3 wins, you move on, right? Okay, pretty simple. So it's gonna be like kind of like a thing where you have to win at least 3 games to get out of groups. So I think this actually makes it so maybe some of the better teams are gonna get out, then not really be upset, have the many upsets. Like it's gonna be a pretty good finals. Like all the teams in the semifinals and finals are gonna be the best teams in the tournament, I think. Due to this, I think this tournament is actually pretty predictable in a sense. It's like, I don't know, it's just kind of predictable. I think there's like 5 teams that have a chance of making the semis, and other 3 teams just kind of, I don't think they have a chance, to be honest. And like, they're gonna have a small chance, but I don't think they have any really real chance of getting out of semifinals and getting to semifinals and doing anything. So basically, the 4 teams I think are going to be making it out of the Swiss system to advance to the semifinals are SK Gaming, Virtus Pro, G2, and Navi. This is where I was kind of undecided about. I'm not sure whether Navi or Fnatic are going to be making that 4th spot. I don't think any of the teams really have too much of a chance of contesting this. I think they might be able to pull off an upset, but besides that, I don't think they're going to be able to do much in this tournament. Like, okay, let me go off by starting the teams I don't think are going to make it. I'm going to start talking about them. So basically from the NA qualifier spot, you have Optic. I think are definitely the underdogs coming into this tournament. I don't think anybody has any money on them winning this thing or coming out on top of this tournament. Obviously, because they don't have much experience on LAN, really. They on big international LANs. They have the major. I mean, of course, that's a big LAN, but that's just one thing. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I don't think they've even really been to an international tournament besides the major. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, I guess Optic's been in decent form for themselves. A bunch of roster changes. I think they're gonna have a lot of trouble matching up against the other matching up against European teams. Like SK Game, like Virtus Pro, Navi, G2. I think they could possibly be able to take one of the maps off Astralis, and possibly be able to take a map off in Liquid. But besides that, I don't see them making it any farther, in all honesty. Next team we'll talk about is Liquid. Liquid's kind of a team that haven't been performing well online, but I guess you can't really tell much based on the online performances. But bottom line, I think this team, I think the team, if they decide to come out and play well at this tournament, I don't think it's going to be enough to still get out. I really don't. It's gonna take a lot of ifs and conditions for them to even get out of this and make it into semifinals. It's gonna take a lot. I think a lot of coincidence. Like I think Virtus Pro has to play bad. I think Navi has to have another LAN like they did at Star Series, and they have to play well themselves to be able to beat Astralis and Fnatic and teams like that. So basically, I can see this team beating Optic Gaming definitely. I guess I can see them being Astralis. Every other team, I mean, I guess maybe eating upset Virtus Pro. Depends how strong Virtus Pro comes out of the gates. I think Liquid's opening game. Let me check this. Let me check the schedule. Okay, so yeah, Liquid's opening games against Navi. Obviously, yeah, obviously simple coming from Liquid, moving to Navi, moving to that team. So that's gonna be an interesting game. I say, there's been like a lot of talk about if Navi like a good team, the top team in the world. I think this is definitely a tournament where they're gonna have to prove that. I mean, obviously, Star Series was really disappointing. But I don't look too much at the Star Series. This is the first LAN. This Knopf showing where they lost to Tyloo, and they lost to Heroic. No, it's Astralis, right? So I was like, yeah, I didn't want to take too much out of that LAN. First LAN was simple, you know, but I think they shouldn't have much trouble taking out Team Liquid. I think Team Liquid's going to come out playing very predictable in a way. I think Navi's going to be able to read them and dominate, in all honesty. So, and that's going to be like a bad start. So Liquid. Also, I think the only teams they can beat is like I said, Astralis, Optic, maybe. Upset Astralis. Next team, I want to talk about Astralis. Astralis have been playing pretty horribly on LAN. I'm not gonna be honest; they have not looked good, really. Constantly getting like upset by teams. I think. Well, yeah, they have been getting upset by teams. They haven't been playing well, even in the maps they should be winning, and the one maps they win. I mean, they still seem to be playing that well right now. And unless that turns around and this looks like a top team in the world, I don't think they're going to have much success here. Obviously, I think this team can get out of groups. I mean, get out of the Swiss system. If they play well, obviously they can. I mean, we've seen what the Shallows can do when they're playing well. But I don't see this happening this LAN. I don't think this is the right LAN for where the switch is going to click and they're actually going to play well. So yeah, I guess I could see this team being able to upset a couple teams and make it out of groups, but I still don't. That's not the team I'm picking for it to get out. Next team I think I'm going to talk about is Fnatic. Fnatic's kind of like the wild card coming into this one. I mean, it's like we haven't really seen this team play on a LAN. We haven't seen this team play on LAN since the whole Swedish shuffle between Godsend and Fnatic. Obviously, they still have Wolfmeister, Dennis, Twist is a pretty good player. Yeah. So I mean, I don't really know how far I should look into this. I mean, could they lose to Optic? Maybe. I don't think they'll lose to Optic. Could they lose to Liquid? Yeah, they probably could actually. Just depending on how they come out and play on LAN. I haven't been paying attention to them too much online, even though online isn't even a good indicator anyway. So this is definitely the team you don't know how they're going to do in this. I guess even if they do make it into semifinals, they won't make it anywhere past that. Next team I'm going to talk about the teams I'm making into the semifinals. You got Virtus Pro, number one. I think Virtus Pro is like that team. You don't know what they're going to do going into a tournament, right? It's like one of those teams you can never bet on, if that makes sense. It's like whenever you think that they might actually win, it's like, oh, no, let's not win, or whatever. So it has that element to them, but they usually do play well in pretty big tournaments, so that's one thing they have going for them. They seem to be playing pretty well recently, besides that disappointing Star Series. But I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen again, just because how badly they played at Star Series. I mean, they lost to VG Zyrazin. Like, Jesus. I mean, Virtus Pro on a mediocre data and lose to VG Cyberzen at all. Besides that, I think they will come out. They should be able to get out of groups pretty quickly. I mean, get out of the Swiss system pretty quickly. Maybe only dropping a map. I think they come up against SK. They probably have a pretty big disadvantage. G2, yeah, I guess they have a pretty big they might drop a map to them. Next team I have getting out is SK Gaming. Oh, but okay, I didn't clarify. I think Verse Pro is going to be the team getting out first. And I think the second team getting out is going to be SK. I mean, it's just kind of a hunch feeling, I guess you could say. I don't think, I don't know. I just kind of feeling that SK is not going to be able to be the team to get out first. I think they will get upset at least one of their games. Right? Best team in the world. I mean, I think they're going to get upset at least one of their games, right? Especially they went to G2. They have a history of not really winning against GT sometimes. I mean, those maps are always close, especially in a best of one. Depends on the map, really. Obviously, SK team, you definitely should one of the most consistent teams in this tournament. Like, you know what they're gonna give you. So, I mean, definitely, I think they're definitely getting out of the Swiss system. They're definitely making it into the semifinals. Nothing much to talk about there. Next team I think is getting out is G2. G2, they've been performing, I guess, ish. I don't know. It's like they've had a lot of lands where you kind of get a little bit disappointed. I mean, the Star Series was pretty decent, don't get me wrong. They ended up losing the NIP in the finals. I think they had a close game there. Before that, it's E-League. They were playing for sub. So, I mean, you can't expect too much out of them when they have a sub. And then before that was the Major. And in the Major, they really didn't. I mean, they're in that group of death, and you can't. I mean, it's Fnatic and SK, best team in the world, and a team that's definitely tough to knock out, and even especially in a best of one, but they had to play them in. I mean, GT haven't been playing very well online, but like I said, it's not really a big indicator of how they're going to perform on LAN. But I think this team is a pretty consistent team, and if they have a couple of those players going for them, like Shock, Scream, RPK, can have some good games. I think they definitely should have a really good chance getting out. I think this is the team that might upset SK, get best at one off them. Besides that, nothing really to talk about them. The last team is kind of Navi. I think I could have either picked. Okay, I said this is like a kind of predictable tournament, right? I think I know who's gonna get out in semifinals, but I guess this is kind of where I'm not too confident on which team's getting out, if that makes sense. I feel like Fnatic can probably upset Navi and get out of the system before they do. I think safe for the Strauss, I guess. Yeah, they beat him in the best of one at Star Series. So I mean, yeah. But I don't think it's gonna happen again. I think Navi's gonna come out and play pretty well. I think they're gonna make it to the semis, and it should be good. Okay, so now out of the 4 teams I'm making it on, Verse Pro, G2, SK, Navi. I'm pretty sure the format's like, yeah, the first team that gets out plus the 4th team that gets out, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So that'd be Virtus Pros playing at Navi, and then you got G2's playing SK, right? Yeah. So actually, I don't know. I'd start Versus Pro. Even though I picked Versus Pro to get out of groups first. I mean, the Swiss system first. I don't think the team was going to win the tournament. Actually, my team I'm picking to win the tournament is G2, which might come as a surprise to some people. But the way I look at it, I think G2 is going to be playing SK in the gaming in the best of 3. And I mean, yeah, they have good history against SK in the best of 3s. I mean, it's kind of, in my mind, it's kind of a toss-up. You got the best team in the world. You got arguably with the second and third best team in the world who does have a good record against them. So I think it's really dependent on the maps that get played and individual performance from Shocks and Scream. SK Gaming, they come out playing very good, very fundamental CS. I think that they win that series, but I think G2's gonna edge that one out. And you got Virtus Pro versus Navi. I think Navi's gonna come out and play very well. Actually, this LAN. So I mean, this is kind of just like a hunch feeling. I mean, you could say they could come out and lose every single game because you don't know how they're going to play well, especially after the Star Series. But I just have kind of, I just kind of have a really good feeling. I think the safe bet is picking Virtus Pro, but I'm feeling like Navi's going to be the team to come out and win this, win against Virtus Pro in the best of 3. And if that rings true, that means Navi's gonna be playing. That means Navi's gonna be playing G2 in the finals, and obviously I gotta pick G2 for that game. I think if G2 gets to the final, they're gonna come out playing very well, and I think Navi won't stand much of a chance in that one. Okay, so that's kind of talked about everything about the tournament, right? Okay, so one more thing I kind of want to mention. Say Navi, Fnatic. Okay, so I said Fnatic could be a team that makes it to semis instead of Navi. If Navi has to play Fnatic to get the spot in the semis, they're gonna lose. Like, it's like that mental thing that Navi cannot be Fnatic, right? Like, it can't. It just seems like they can't sometimes, right? I mean, it's kind of naive to say in a way, but if Navi has to play Fnatic to get out of this, I think they don't get out. Like, even though I have them in the finals and all, I think they have to play Fnatic to get out. And if they lose that game, Fnatic gets out. I think Fnatic gets out in that sense. But I don't think Fnatic's gonna be in that spot. So that's why I picked Navi to get out. Okay, so that's gonna conclude this video on my predictions for ESL 1 New York. Hopefully it should be a good tournament, and I'll see you later.